And now,
breaking news.
Ahoy, the news.
News
From the Weird Wire.
news from the Weird Wire. Beavers, owls, and tomatoes today. Kind of an interesting combination. Why did the beaver cross the road?
to get to the other side.
Right, much like the chicken. This particular beaver crossing the road without regard to traffic patterns is dangerous for any species, which is why Redmond police in Washington responded to reports of a determined beaver with zero regard for public safety making his way through a street. Beaver was there before us, so.
Indeed.
Despite clear verbal commands. Ooh, what?
Did they go way back in the old time machine? Stop! In the name of the law!
The subject refused to comply and continued evading officers. How dare this wild beaver do that? Demonstrating blatant disregard for crosswalks, traffic signals, and basic roadway safety rules. Redmond Police Department writes in a Facebook post, after several patient attempts and some skilled negotiations, officers successfully coaxed the beaver across the roadway into a nearby wooded area where he was last seen continuing his evening plans. The lighthearted post adds that the animal did deploy his tail in a brief act of resistance, slapping one officer's hand.
That's assault on a police
That
officer.
is, you're getting a little too... That beaver didn't like him being that close.
Would you?
It's okay with law enforcement, but beavers have their bubble. No injuries reported. No arrests were made. No citations were issued. Well, these beavers won't be able to vote. They lack ID and a driver's license. But they weren't driving. Why would they need a driver's license? I bet that was a big deal in Redmond. Did you guys get a load of that beaver trying to cross the road?
Well, does that tell you how much doesn't go on in Redmond, Washington?
An owl causes hoot after fall asleep in a antique shop. Weird. Owls can live over 10 years in the wild, but that hardly makes them antiques. That didn't stop one eastern screech owl from deciding to take a nap in an antique shop.
How did it get in there?
According to the Associated Press, the sleepy bird took up residence at the Marketplace store in East Durham, New York. Isn't that, when you say that, you got to actually say East Durham, because if you run it together, Easterham. Easterham, get it?
Yeah.
That's funnier than the owl story. Anyway, he rolled in there, promptly closed its eyes while standing on a shelf. That's what owls do, not always in antique shops, but hey. The shop staff were alerted to the owl's presence by customers who noticed something extremely lifelike in between otherwise inanimate objects, such as a cookie jar shaped like a chicken. But there's an owl. Environmental authorities eventually arrived to find the owl still with its eyes closed. The featured creature continued to sleep as it was removed from the shop and taken back outside, whereupon it woke up and flew away into the nearby woods. No, that's funny.
Owls are very strange.
Do you like how it said
creatures?
Eventually?
Yeah. It's like a lunchbox with wings.
They're mean.
They're weird creatures.
Owls are mean. You see an owl and you're like, oh, look at it.
How did it get inside the antique store?
Owls
Close
go
the
where it
door.
wants.
And don't they only move around at night? So who left the door open all night?
Not owls. Not this antique owl. That's what they should call them. Antique shop owl. This last story, I'm like, what I didn't read it all because I thought it was stupid, just from the headline. Study hopes to bring movie theater smell to tomatoes. What? There may be some debate on how to pronounce tomato. It seems that society is mostly in agreement about what tomatoes smell like. Now, though...
Not popcorn, that's for sure.
Scientists are introducing a new tomato fragrance. Is this necessary?
No.
According to The Independent, a study out of China claims to have developed a new variety of tomato with a popcorn-like aroma. Yeah, it's not going to work for me. Object of the study is use gene editing to help prolong the flavor of tomatoes, which begins to fade soon after they are removed from the vine. Ongoing work aims to introduce this fragrance to elite commercial cultivators.
Do we need GMO tomatoes?
I don't know.
I'm saying we don't.
What's wrong with the tomatoes we have? Is it like people like, I still want to smell tomato after I pulled it from the vine?
Well, I don't want to smell it like popcorn.
Well, you don't eat tomatoes for the smell.
Some people do.
Really?
It's got a fresh summertime aroma to it.
Well, I don't people like, well, when I eat my BLT, I really like how the tomato smells. Said no one ever.
Have you ever had a heirloom
Fresh salad
or
type of deal?
real tomato, not the kind you get at the store that has been artificially ripened?
You're talking like you could even
Like
people that
farmers market tomato?
yeah, or grow your own tomato.
They're way different.
Yeah, they have that smell when they're on the vine and in the garden. And I don't know, like if you're doing, I don't know, pico de gallo, right? That has a smell, but I wouldn't say it's all tomato. There's onions,
It's icky
cilantro,
cilantro.
and all kinds of other. You can't even smell the cilantro.
Yeah, I can.
Well, you said it smells like soap.
No, it tastes like soap.
Oh, you can smell this?
Smells gross.
Smells like, well, I don't know if you know that. Does it smell the same?
It smells like cilantro. It smells gross.
So there's that. I don't know. I guess salsa. Again, it's like salsa. It's more of the taste, not the aroma.
How about we cure cancer first before
Yeah.
we invent some tomatoes that smell like popcorn?
Yeah, good idea.
Because something tells me this tomato that smells like popcorn when you eat it is going to give you cancer. So how about we cure cancer first?
There, good point. Oh, but here's what they never figure out. Okay, so we got these tomatoes. They could smell like popcorn after you pop them off the vine. You get them going in your house, your fridge, whatever. You can smell that popcorn.
Shouldn't put tomatoes in your fridge, by the way.
Okay, on the shelf, the plan, wherever they're supposed to go.
Oh, everybody puts them in the refrigerator, but they're not supposed to.
And then, but you either got to eat them within 4.5 days, or how long are they good for?
Not that long.
Right? Or throw them, you got to take them out to the garbage because they'll have this terrible smell. Like they haven't even checked out, all right, what happens when these tomatoes start to rot? You know, they didn't get eaten, and so here they are, getting old. I got it being a bad smell, don't you?
Well, I got this being a mistake. Trying to get it to smell more like tomatoes for longer, and this smells like popcorn.
Oh.
Somebody took a wrong turn in gene editing.
And they're like, well, let's leave it. Let's just sell them on popcorn smelling tomatoes. So then they won't taste like popcorn? How can you have something that smells like popcorn but not taste like popcorn?
You eat with your eyes and your nose more than you do your taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, your brain will think you're eating popcorn.
But it's not going to taste like
Squishy,
popcorn.
mushy, nasty popcorn.
You're going to be like, this is a tomato. And then your brain will be mad at your tongue.
I'm not eating this.
No.
Ever.
That's something I wouldn't eat either. I'd be like, why does it smell like popcorn? If I want popcorn, I'll make popcorn. I'll go buy popcorn. They have popcorn stores now. You can buy whatever popcorn you like. I always wonder, is regular old butter popcorn like the most popular at...
It's the only one I get.
Covered a lot today. Thank goodness.
No, we didn't, really. But welcome to News of the Weird Wire.
Beavers, owls, and tomatoes that smell like popcorn. You've heard it all. That is news from the Weird Wire.